Alright, so this is a Fusion tutorial to look at drawing this little small box here. We'll call it a rebate box or a trinket box. Just a little simple box put together using rebates. Now, what we're looking at here, for some people this might be the first time you've used Fusion, and we're looking at simply going to have to draw the long side of the box, the short side of the box, we'll draw the base, we'll draw the top, and we'll use some little functions in Fusion 360 to get us started. So you click on a link and you can access this, and it's got some numbers and drawings here we'll go through, and it'll help you to draw up this box. Now, the first thing you're going to do is draw that long side. So when we open up Fusion 360, that's what it will look like. So we're going to open up a new design, and the first thing we want to do every time we draw something in Fusion is save the drawing. So we'll call this our rebate box. And save, so just click on the little symbol up there, and up the top here it'll have our rebate box drawn. So this is going to be referred to as your tree. So every time you draw a new component in Fusion 360, across the top here we want to click on create and say new component, and we said that the first thing, if we look at our drawing, we'll draw the long side. So we'll go back to Fusion, and our component 1 is going to be that long side. And you'll see over here on the left, we've now got long sides. Every time we draw, we want to make sure we have the top one selected and say create, and we draw our component. So we click into this and we want to create the sketch. So we click on that, and it's asking you in what direction or what orientation do you want to draw, and we're going to draw it on the front. So we're looking front on the long side of the box. You've got your 2-point rectangle tool. Now, this is always easier to do with a mouse. Using your trackpad will be more difficult. It is possible, but it's just going to be a lot more difficult. So click in the center to then draw our rectangle, and we're going to use our keyboard and press the letter D for dimension. So we go to our drawing here, and we know we want to be 80 millimeters high and 150 millimeters long. So when we press the letter D, we select that side. It's currently 71 millimeters. We want to be 80. We go to the bottom, we drag down, and we said 150. Let me just check that dimension. 150, correct. So back to Fusion. Once we've got those two dimensions in place, we're then going to say finish sketch, and it's going to show you this view. You click on that picture of a house, and it's showing you the view in 3D. Now the thickness of what we just have drawn is currently 0. So again, refer to our drawing, we want it to be 10 millimeters thick. So this is when we select the extrude tool. It's already got the little arrow there, that's what we're after. And we want to, up here it comes up with measurements, might be anywhere in your screen. 10 millimeters, enter, and we've now drawn the long side of our box. It is, you get the inspect tool, you can click on, it'll tell you there that it's 80 mil. Or with the inspect tool, you can click on one corner, go to the next corner, and it's telling you it's 150 millimeters long. And there you have drawn the first part of this project. Now, once you have drawn this long side, if we look at the three-dimensional view of our drawing, we know that each side, or the overall width of your job, is going to be 110 millimeters. So 100 mil is that short section, and we've got 5 mil either side, which we'll see in further parts of the drawing. So 110, and we've got two thicknesses. Bring this up. The wall is 10 mil, the other wall is 10 mil, the overall length is 110. So we'll do some calculations there to work out that 110 minus 10 gives us 90. And then 90, the midpoint, would be 45. So this will make sense. But as we go through this, you'll trust me on these numbers, we want to create an offset plane that's 45 millimeters across. So I clicked on construct, went down to offset plane. I clicked on the shortcut link there. It might not be the same for you. So on that triangle down, offset plane, and we clicked on the face we wanted, and we said 45 millimeters across. We now move across to create, and we want to create a mirror. Now, with yours, when you first click on this, it might say bodies. We need to change this to say components. That's why it's very important to draw in components on Fusion 360. We then click on the component that we're after, and we want to select the mirror plane. So we're now selecting that mirror, we press enter, we go up to the top of the tree and select that circle, and we now have the two ends, or the two long sides of our box. And we can, often I find these little offset planes a bit frustrating to follow. So if we go through the tree, press all these little triangles until we find down here construction. So we turn off that construction view on the long side construction view, and we have that. Sometimes it's a bit tight to see. So if we click on the picture of the house, we can now see our two long sides and the length. If we click on inspect here, from that corner to that corner, 100 mil across. Nope, I'm actually short there. Go back again. Click on that corner to that corner, 110. There we go. And that's the distance that we want our two long sides to be apart from each other.